One Question is designed to give subscribers valuable insights on how executive leaders in college athletics think about key issues on their respective campuses, in their departments, or within their leagues and conferences.
Greetings, this is Ty Brown and welcome to One Question, where we highlight executive leaders in college athletics. And I'm here at the 2018 NACDA Convention. Our guest today is Rob Knox. Rob is currently the Associate Director of Media Relations at Towson University, and he's also the incoming president for the College Sports Information Directors of America, the CoSIDA organization. Greetings, Rob. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Ty. Thank you for having me. It's a blessing to be here and spend some time with you this afternoon.
Yeah, so now, Rob, you've been in CoSIDA, I imagine, for the 14 years you've been in college athletics. You've grown in the profession. And now you're coming in to be the president of the association. You're the first African-American president in a while, the second overall, which is significant. Tell me about your experience with CoSIDA and why you coming into this presidency is significant and influential.
I think I'll start with the second question first, why it's significant and inspirational. Because I think, again, it's important to have people in leadership positions where others can identify. So I think being the African-American president of a major organization, I'm hoping that someone out in the audience sees me and say, you know what, I can do that, because representation matters. It's important to be able to inspire the next generation of media relations professionals, because it's a field that is predominantly Caucasian and dominated by Caucasian males, but then yet you look at some of our athletic teams, a lot of them are heavy on the African American side. So I think it's important, and I'm just thankful to the leadership of CoSIDA and the past presidents to have enough faith in me to say, you know what, we're looking beyond color, and know that he has the talent, the leadership, the passion, the enthusiasm to continue to move our organization forward. Been a part of CoSIDA since I've started. It's a special family. It's a special bond. It's an amazing organization, and I've witnessed the evolution of CoSIDA from starting out in 2004 to now. We are more focused on advocating for our membership, educating our members, equipping our members with tools and material to move beyond their current role, to have that confidence to be in a room, but not only to be in a room of the senior executive leaders, but to make a contribution and understand that what we say has a purpose and what we do matters.
Right, which is important, right? Window to the world.
Yes.
For the athletics. And one thing is interesting to me, the term SID, Sports Information Director. A lot of people are moving away from that title. Can you talk to us about the significance of that?
Well, back in the 80s and 90s, and even the early part of 2000s, that's pretty much what it was. We were the keeper information. We did stats. We wrote stories. We mailed recaps to the pre-email and everything like that. We picked up the telephones, dialed the rotary numbers to call the meeting. Now, I didn't come in on that, but that was the profession before I got involved. And with technology and the way things have evolved, and our roles have evolved. Yes, we still have to do the basic statistics and write-ups and bios and the nuts and bolts things, but now we're being tasked the challenge to tell stories creatively and do graphics, and we've become more brand ambassadors for our colleges and universities. So it's evolved now. We're doing graphic design, we're doing website design, we're thinking big picture now. We're looking at, well, how is this going to position us in a crowded landscape for people to notice what our school does. Because again, what works, I've worked at 4 schools, so what works at Lincoln University where I first started may not work at Towson University. While what may work at Coppin may not work at Kutztown University. So it's challenging. It really is. And our titles have moved beyond just the traditional SID. We've moved beyond athletic communications to a certain degree, and now we're more strategic communicators because now we're tasked with the message. We're tasked with how can we support marketing, because everybody has the same issue of we want bodies in the seats, we want to sell more tickets, so we play a part of that whether we like it or not.
Exactly. So you're incoming president, right? Talk to me about the presidency of an organization that has been established for a while and is pretty influential in terms of its members and educating its members. Talk to me about the presidency and what that role means, and you serving in it, what it means to you.
It's a heavy question, and it's something I've been thinking about, I guess, for 3 years now, since I knew that I was elected into the president rotation, and now that it's a reality, it's special. It's humbling, and it's a blessing to know that I will be leading an organization of 3,000 people. I'm excited for the challenge. I'm ready to embrace the role. I know I have a good board of directors. I know we have a great office staff, and together we'll be able to continue the fine work by our previous presidents of Rob Carolla, who did a fantastic job this past year, and I learned from Andy Sealy and Judy Wilson, presidents prior when I was first started out on the board, and we've had phenomenal leadership throughout the organization. So my goal is to just continue to move us forward with the help of the board and the office staff and our membership. I got in here on Sunday. We had board meetings on Monday, and I glanced at our program, and my name is there at the top of the list as the next president. And then I scroll down and I look at the legends of our profession, the giants, and I got chills. I'm looking at that and I'm like, wow, I'm one of them. And it's exciting. And a lot of people this week have come up to me and they've congratulated me, and a lot of people are really excited for me and really happy for me. And it's special, and I just plan to go with the direction of the board and make decisions that's best for our membership. I think we have the best organization, and I think we have a tremendous membership, and it's so diverse. And the thing that I think about, and I was just telling the story earlier, is when I was elected into the rotation, I was working at the HBCU, and I was the first person from an HBCU to be elected into the president's rotation. And to me, that is super significant, going back to what we talked about earlier today, because now somebody from Shaw University or Livingstone or Norfolk State, Howard, they can, aspire to that one day. Just because you're at the HBCU doesn't mean that you can't make an impact in this organization. Just because you're at a Division II or NAIA, you can't make an impact in this organization. We value our entire membership. We value diversity. We value opinions and differences. That's what makes our organization great. It's pretty influential, just you being in the position like you're saying, so people can see you and see that I can aspire to do that. But also probably some of the strategic things and the plans you may have in terms of your presidency. You said you learned from Rob Carolla and a lot of the people who were past presidents. So I think it'll be pretty interesting to see what you do in that leadership role. Makes two of us.
Well, Rob, this has been an excellent conversation. I really appreciate you joining us on One Question.
I appreciate you having me, and thank you so much. This really means a lot, and thank you.
That was Rob Knox. Rob is currently the Associate Director of Media Relations at Towson University, and he's also the incoming president for CoSIDA. And of course, this is Ty Brown with One Question. And keep in mind, the role of a leader is to create and maintain an environment that people want to be a part of. And as always, be better tomorrow than you are today. This episode of One Question is produced by Spades Media Group, solving problems using creative leadership.